Relax now. Feel the gentle calmness around you and breathe softly. Allow your body to settle, your mind to drift, and your breath to slow. As you listen in this quiet space, notice how the air feels. Maybe it's cool on your skin, whispering through leaves, or warm and cozy like a hearth's soft glow. Let your eyelids grow heavy, each blink slower than the last, as my voice floats gently beside you. Our story today begins in the magical little town of Furfuri Nagar, bathed in evening's mellow hush. Imagine a peaceful breeze rustling through leafy trees, the distant hum of parked rickshaws fading, while at the edge of town, two dear friends prepare for a soft adventure that lulls into night. Feel your breath in and out, with each whisper of air, in and out. Your body softens, sinking deeper. Notice your shoulders drop, your arms loose, your back resting deeply. As my words flow, you feel more calm, more open, more sleepy. With each exhale, you relax more. Picture a faint flicker of lamplight on a quiet lane. Hear a soft crackle like embers in a hearth somewhere, glowing, steady. The warmth drifts your way, soothing every muscle it meets. You are safe, you are calm, you are drifting. Your mind floats on gentle sounds, the distant chirp of a cricket, a soft breeze through swaying leaves. In this peaceful moment, all busy thoughts fade. You are present, you are floating, you are at ease. Our story today sets sail at the old sweet shop by the lane. Wali's sweets where golden halwas shimmer in glass jars, and the air carries the scent of cardamom and jaggery. Soft and warm, Motu, with his jolly heart and love of samosa-crumbed snacks, leans over the counter, smiling in the gentle light. Patlu stands beside him, clever and calm, watching the world relax around them. As evening deepens, hearth-like lamps flicker in windows. The breeze meanders across open doorways. Motu and Patlu sense something unusual but not jarring, just curious, mild. There's a quiet stir somewhere beyond the rustling trees. Motu hears a soft shuffle. He tilts his head, senses calm curiosity. Patlu breathes with ease, noticing the pattern of shadows dancing on the wall. They step outside together. The air is cool, comforting. A gentle breath of wind brushes their faces, carrying the scent of sweets and night-blooming jasmine. They turn toward the quiet alley behind the sweet shop. Leaves rustle softly overhead. A wicker basket rests on the ground, half filled with freshly made samosa Motu's favorites still warm from Chwali's oven. The scent invites a slow, contented smile. "Shall we follow this gentle scent?" whispers Patlu in his soft way, and Motu nods. His footsteps light. They begin to follow the aroma. Soft steps on old cobblestone. Each step is measured, slow. The breeze accompanies them, rustling leaves above. As they walk, your body relaxes more. In and out. Each breath matches theirs in your mind. Their calm energy washes over you. You imagine being there with them, the quiet town cradling you. They reach a small courtyard, lit by lanterns that flicker with a golden glow. A faint crackling sound drifts from a hearth just inside an open doorway. Motu and Patlu pause. Patlu gently lifts a lid, revealing a simmering pot of chai, steam rising like soft morning mist. The aroma mingles with samosa warmth. Inside, there's no hurry, just soft murmurs, gentle laughter. Two friendly townsfolk sit by the hearth, sipping chai, sharing stories. Motu curls a divided samosa in his fingers. He offers a piece to Patlu, who accepts it with a quiet smile. They sit on a low wooden bench, the flicker of light dancing over their calm faces. Every element in this scene, warm chai, rustling leaves, crackling hearth, hushed conversation, helps you drift deeper. Each detail becomes part of your restful landscape. Motu laughs softly and you feel a ripple of comfort along your spine. Patlu's gentle wisdom flows like a quiet stream, easing your thoughts. Feel the soft edges of your thoughts melting away, like sugar dissolving in warm chai. Each sound in the story wraps around you like a cozy shawl, comforting and gentle. Let yourself drift, carried by the rhythm of each word. Motu and Patlu, sitting in the soft glow of the lantern, feel their breaths slow in harmony with yours. Outside, the breeze hums like a lullaby, caressing the trees, making their leaves whisper secrets to the night sky. The moon has climbed high, casting a pale silvery glow on the courtyard stones, each one smooth and cool to the touch. Patlu tilts his head toward the horizon, where the hills cradle the tiny town of Furfuri Nagar, like a gentle hand. "It feels different tonight," he murmurs softly. His voice is like velvet against the quiet night. Motlu smiles, his round face glowing in the lantern light. "Different, but nice," he whispers back, his tone almost a purr of contentment. As they sip the warm chai, the earthy aroma of spices fills the air. Cardamom, ginger, a hint of cinnamon, and you can almost taste it, can't you? Feel the steam curling like a soft mist around your cheeks. Imagine how the clay cup feels in their hands, smooth, warm, grounding. They sit in silence for a while, letting the quiet speak, letting the warmth seep into their bones. In the distance, the faint hoot of an owl punctuates the stillness. You feel each sound as if it vibrates softly through your own chest, steady, calming, safe. Patlu places his cup down gently, the clay making the faintest click against the wooden bench. He looks at Motlu, who is smiling with eyes half closed, lost in the softness of the moment. "There's a place beyond the hills," Patlu says, voice tender and low, "where the night sky feels even closer, where the stars look like lanterns guiding the way." Motu's eyes twinkle like those stars, even in the dim light. "Shall we?" he whispers, almost like a child inviting a friend to a secret adventure. Patlu nods slowly, the corners of his lips lifting in a serene smile. They rise, stretching gently, their movements unhurried, like ripples on a calm pond. You can almost hear the fabric of their clothes rustle as they move. They thank the kind townsfolk with soft words and step outside once more. The air greets them like an old friend, cool, fragrant, alive with the whisper of leaves. Motlu and Patlu walk side by side, their shadows long and soft on the cobblestones, lantern-light painting patterns that sway gently with the breeze. The path beyond the hills. The road ahead is lined with trees, their branches arching overhead like the arms of giants cradling the night. Fireflies flicker among the leaves, tiny stars dancing in the hush of the dark. Each step they take crunches lightly on gravel, a soothing rhythm that blends with the symphony of night, the sigh of the wind, the distant call of a night bird, the rustle of unseen creatures moving gently through the grass. Imagine walking with them, feeling the earth firm beneath your feet, the cool night air brushing your skin like silk. Above, the sky is a deep ocean of indigo, scattered with shimmering stars. You look up and feel your breath deepen, your chest rise and fall in harmony with the vastness above. They reach the edge of the hills, where a narrow path winds upward like a ribbon of silver under the moonlight. Motlu pauses, tilts his head back, and smiles at the infinite sky. "It's so peaceful," he murmurs, his voice almost lost to the wind. Patlu steps beside him, placing a gentle hand on his friend's shoulder. "Yes, let's climb slowly, no rush," he says softly, as if speaking to the night itself. And so they ascend, each step easy, gentle, unhurried. With every turn of the path, the view opens wider, the lights of Furfuri Nagar twinkling below like a cluster of sleepy fireflies. You can almost feel the cool stone steps under their feet, hear the faint crunch of dust, the soothing hush of the wind threading through tall grasses, the meadow of stillness. At last, they reach the crest of the hill, where a meadow stretches like a soft green blanket under the moon's silver glow. Wildflowers dot the grass, tiny white blossoms that sway gently in the breeze, their fragrance sweet and calming. The friends step into the meadow, their shoes brushing against the tender blades of grass, and sink down onto the earth, warm from the day's sun but cool on the surface. They lie back, gazing at the sky, a canvas of midnight, sprinkled with diamonds. A shooting star streaks across, silent and swift, leaving a faint trail of light that fades like a whisper. Motlu sighs, a sound of pure contentment. Patlu closes his eyes for a moment, letting the night seep into every part of him. The air here is rich with stillness, yet alive with quiet sounds, the hum of crickets, the soft rustle of petals in the breeze, the rhythmic beat of their hearts. The world feels safe, vast, and tender all at once. Now, as you picture them, their two friends, beneath the infinite sky, feel your own body sink deeper into rest. Imagine lying on that meadow, the grass soft beneath you, the stars above cradling your thoughts. Let your breath follow the breeze, slow, steady, soothing. With each inhale, draw in the peace of the night. With each exhale, let go of everything else. Here, you are calm. Here, you are free. Feel the softness of the meadow beneath you, just as Motlu and Patlu feel it beneath them. The grass bends gently like a cushion, and the scent of wildflowers drifts in the air, delicate, sweet, comforting. Above, the stars shimmer like lanterns hung by invisible threads, glowing gently against the velvet sky. Every point of light feels like a whisper, telling you that you are safe, that the world is calm, that this moment is infinite. Motu exhales slowly, the sound blending with the hush of the breeze. His round belly rises and falls in a steady rhythm, a rhythm you can match with your own breath, in and out, calm and calm again. Patlu turns his head slightly, his eyes tracing the constellations, the ancient patterns above that seem to glow just for them. Do you think, Patlu murmurs softly, that the stars listen to our stories? His voice is like the gentle rustle of leaves, so light, so tender. Motlu chuckles, a low, soothing sound that rolls like distant thunder on a summer evening. If they don't, he whispers back, they're missing something sweet. His words hang in the cool air like a lullaby, simple and comforting. They grow quiet again, listening to the language of the night. The grass sways softly, the wind hums, wrapping the meadow in a tender embrace, and somewhere nearby, the soft murmur of a brook threads through the silence like silver thread through dark cloth. Motlu tilts his head, catches the faint gurgle of water, and smiles. Let's find it, he says, his voice slow, almost dreamlike. The brook of whispering waters, they rise gently, unhurried, their movements like leaves drifting on water. You can imagine the sound of their clothes brushing softly as they walk toward the sound. Each step in the grass is a sigh against the earth, a note in the melody of stillness. The brook reveals itself as they crest a small riser, slender ribbon of water flowing over smooth stones, its surface glimmering like liquid moonlight. The sound is hypnotic, a soft burble, a gentle hush, a rhythm older than time itself. They kneel by the water's edge. Motlu dips his fingers in, and the coolness surprises him, making him giggle softly. The sound of his laughter is light, delicate, like bubbles rising through clear water. Patlu cups his hands and takes a sip. He closes his eyes, savoring the freshness, the purity. Like a dream, he murmurs, his voice barely more than a breath. Imagine that sound, the soft lap of water against smooth stones. Imagine the way the brook curves through the meadow, disappearing into shadow, reappearing in moonlight. Picture the way the stars shimmer on its surface, tiny sparks dancing on a flowing mirror. Feel how the air here is cooler, carrying the scent of water and earth, mingled with the faint perfume of wildflowers. This place is alive, yet so still. This place is safe. This place invites you to rest. The lantern of fireflies as Motlu and Patlu sit by the brook. Something magical begins to happen. At first, it's just one tiny glow of firefly drifting lazily above the water. Then another, and another, until the air hums softly with their golden lights. They blink on and off like tiny lanterns, weaving patterns in the darkness. The friends watch, their faces bathed in the soft glow, their eyes wide with wonder, but heavy with peace. Motu lifts his hand slowly, and one firefly lands on his finger, its glow pulsing gently, like the rhythm of a sleepy heart. "Hello, little friend," he whispers, as if speaking to a child. Patlu smiles, his eyes warm, his breath slow. "They're guiding us," he says softly, and as you listen, you feel the truth of those words. The fireflies guiding you, too, deeper into calm, deeper into quiet. The fireflies gather around them, forming a circle of light that seems to float in the cool night air. It feels like a secret, a gift from the night, to these two gentle souls, and to you, listening, resting, dreaming. The bridge of dreams beyond the brook. A small wooden bridge arches over the water, its planks worn smooth by time and footsteps. Lanterns hang from posts at either end, their flames flickering like sleepy eyes. Motlu and Patlu rise, still slow, still quiet, and walk toward it, their shadows stretching long in the lantern light. The bridge creaks softly under their weight, each sound like a sigh, like a whisper saying, "You are safe. Keep going, keep dreaming." They pause at the center of the bridge, leaning against the railing, looking down at the water. The brook glides beneath them, carrying away the last traces of day, carrying them closer to the heart of night. They don't speak, they don't need to. Their silence is filled with everything: trust, friendship, wonder, peace. Now, imagine yourself on that bridge, the lantern glow warm on your skin, the night air brushing your face like a gentle hand. Look down and see the stars reflected in the water, shimmering softly, inviting you to let go, to float away on the current of dreams. Hear the water's lullaby, steady and soothing, a song that has no beginning and no end. Let it carry you, let it hold you. As you breathe here, your thoughts grow lighter, softer, like petals falling onto still water. Nothing can disturb this peace, nothing can touch this calm. You are safe, you are loved, you are home. The night deepens, but it is not dark, it glows softly, like a secret lantern held close to the heart. Motlu and Patlu step off the wooden bridge, their feet landing on a narrow path lined with silver dew. The path winds gently into the trees, and the trees themselves seem alive, their branches arching like cathedral ceilings, sheltering the friends in a sacred hush. The fireflies lead the way, weaving in and out of the shadows, their light pulsing like tiny heartbeats. Each glow is slow, gentle, rhythmic like the breath of someone drifting into sleep. You feel that same rhythm now, matching your breath to the rise and fall of that golden pulse. In and out, slow, soft, effortless. The forest greets them with whispers. The leaves rustle softly, as if telling old stories to the wind. The trunks stand like ancient guardians, their bark cool and rough to the touch. High above, the moonlight filters through the branches, breaking into silver ribbons that dance on the forest floor. Every sound here is soft, the crunch of their steps on moss, the murmur of the breeze, the far-off call of a night bird singing its lonely, beautiful song. The clearing of moonlight, the path opens into a small clearing, bathed in moonlight so bright it looks like a patch of day fallen into the night. The grass here is shorter, softer, almost like velvet beneath the stars. At the center of the clearing stands something unexpected, an old stone bench, worn smooth by time, carved with patterns of curling vines and tiny blossoms. It looks as though it has been waiting for two weary travelers, waiting for quiet hearts. Motu and Patlu step into the glow, their faces soft in the lunar light. They walk to the bench and sit, their bodies relaxing instantly, like leaves settling on still water. They lean back, breathing deeply, the cool air filling their lungs, cleansing, soothing. Motlu lets out a long sigh, and you feel it ripple through you like a warm wave. Patlu closes his eyes for a moment, and his stillness is so complete, so serene, that it feels like time has stopped. They listen, and in the listening, they hear everything. The faint hum of the earth beneath them, the silver hush of moonlight pouring over the grass, the delicate patter of dew dripping from leaves. Even the silence here has a sound, a soft, deep note that thrums in the bones, that says, rest, 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 the lullaby of the crickets. Then, as if on cue, a new sound joins the quiet symphony, the gentle chirr of crickets, rising and falling like a lullaby. Their song is slow, unhurried, wrapping around the clearing like a soft shawl. Each note seems to stroke the edges of thought, smoothing them, softening them, until they dissolve into calm. Moto smiles, his eyes half closed, and begins to hum along a low, sleepy tune that drifts like mist through the air. Patlu listens, his lips curling into a tiny smile. The humming, the crickets, the whisper of the wind, it all weaves together into something tender, something timeless. And as you listen, your own thoughts begin to hum in harmony with that lullaby. You feel yourself floating not upward, not away, but deeper, deeper into stillness. A pool of stars in the far corner of the clearing. There is a shimmer, a flicker of silver, brighter than the moonlight. Patlu notices it first. He rises slowly, like a dream moving in slow motion, and walks toward it. Motlu follows, his steps light, his breath soft. They part a curtain of vines, and find themselves at the edge of a small pool, its surface smooth as glass, its depths glowing with starlight. It is as if the sky has poured itself into this hollow, every star cradled in water, every ripple carrying secrets from another world. They kneel beside the pool, gazing at the reflection of the stars above, doubled, endless. Motlu dips a hand into the water, and the stars break, scattering into ripples that drift outward, slow and silent. Patlu smiles, watching the patterns spread, circles widening until they vanish into stillness again. Imagine kneeling there with them, the earth cooled beneath your knees, the water glowing like liquid silver before you. Imagine the air cool, fragrant, carrying the scent of moss and moonlight. Feel how the night presses gently around you, soft as a quilt, heavy with peace. Patlu speaks then, his voice low and warm. Do you know what I think, Motlu? Motlu turns his head, eyes shining in the dim light. I think, Patlu continues, this pool holds not just stars, but dreams. Every ripple is a dream drifting into the world. Motlu chuckles softly, the sound like velvet laughter. Then let's make a ripple, he whispers, and dips both hands into the water, sending waves of starlight rolling toward the edges. Let go, drift away. As you watch those ripples fade, imagine your thoughts doing the same, spreading out, dissolving, until the surface of your mind is smooth, clear, and still. Nothing remains but the quiet glow of peace. No hurry, no worry. Just this, the hush of the forest, the hum of the crickets, the breath of two friends sitting by a pool of stars. Their hearts slow, their voices soft, their minds as calm as moonlight. Take a slow breath in now, drawing in that peace. Hold it for a moment, let it fill every corner of you, and then let it go, like ripples fading into stillness. Again, breathe in and out, in and out. With each breath, feel the weight of the day melting away, sliding off your shoulders, disappearing into the soft earth.